Even after getting on the plane, everything felt so surreal and unsettling. I never thought I would have the chance to return after being sent away 5 years ago. After all, Benjamin Spencer made himself very clear. I should never show myself to him. Then again, he was also the one who bought this ticket for me so I could return to the country to attend his and Melanie Chester's wedding anniversary. After 2 layovers, I finally reached my final destination. Shelley slept soundly on the plane, but she started to throw a tantrum when we left the plane. "Mommy, my feet hurt," she complained, sobbing. I quickly carried her and walked toward the exit. As I reached for my phone to order a taxi. Just then, my phone rang. Looking at the caller's number, I hesitated and could not decide if I should accept the call. In the end, I did not. The phone rang again swiftly after. This time I accepted it after a heavy sigh. Benjamin's voice came through the speaker. After so many years, his voice was still the same. "Are you at the exit? My assistant Nick is there waiting for you," said Benjamin lightly as if I was a stranger to him. I scoffed ironically. "I'll just grab a taxi." It went silent for a second, probably because Benjamin never expected that answer from me. When I lived with him before, I never had to do anything. He handled everything for me so well that I had nothing to worry about. Never had I needed to take a taxi to go somewhere. After the moment of silence, Benjamin said lightly, "Let Nick send you. I've bought a present for Melanie, your aunt-in-law, on your behalf. It's in the back trunk. You can give it to her when we have dinner." Benjamin was as caring and thoughtful as usual, taking care of everything just in case I missed something, like the present for Melanie. The money he spent decorating the venue and the diamond he bought from the auction house to make the wedding ring for Melanie just proved how much he loved her. "Got it." I rubbed my nose brigade as I answered. Benjamin said nothing in return, but he did not end the call either. After a while, he finally broke the silence. "Yvonne, you've been abroad for 5 years. I hope you've gotten your act straight. If you dare to hurt Melanie, I'll never forgive you." I was stunned to hear that. All of a sudden, I felt like my world went quiet as if no one or thing made any noises. Benjamin said he would never forgive me. Before I could say anything, he hung up the phone. To be honest, Benjamin had nothing to worry about. I never thought of doing anything to hurt them. All I wanted was to raise Shelley and get a job. I continued to walk with my head down. I was so proud when I was 22 years old. The 22-year-old me would never think I would be living such a sad, depressing life at this point. In fact, I was being cast away to another country by Benjamin on my 22nd birthday. Benjamin discovered my diary on that very day. I lost my parents when I was still a child when an accident happened on the cruise they were in. My parents were forever left to the sea. After that, Benjamin took me in and took care of me. We actually bonded quite well. That was until I grew up and realized I looked at him as more than just an uncle. I loved him as a man. Nonetheless, I knew we were not meant to be, so I wrote my feelings for him in the diary. If Benjamin had not read the diary, I would have lived on as the obedient niece. But that was not the case. He read my diary and tore it into pieces. He thought I was disgusting to develop a romantic feeling for him. "What is wrong with you? I'm your uncle. Yes, we're not related by blood, but I'll forever be your uncle, and that's all." This was the first time Benjamin yelled at me. To me, he was always this gentle, caring guy. I could tell how much he hated me. I tried to explain myself, but I could not find my words. I apologized profusely and told him I was wrong to have feelings for him. That did nothing to quell his anger, unfortunately. The next day, he went to the company that offered me a job and resigned on my behalf. The reason was I wished to further my studies. After that, he sent me away to study at a university on a very secluded side of the world. To prevent me from contacting the outside world, he hired a bodyguard to spy on me. At first, I had no idea why he did what he did. After being abroad for a month, news about him getting married was everywhere. I then realized he had given his heart to another girl, his true love, many years ago. I watched his wedding video repeatedly and how he looked at her so lovingly, tenderly. He never looked at me in that way. From that moment on, I understood and accepted that Benjamin took me in because he sympathized with me and took up the responsibility. Melanie was his true love. "Miss Johnson, please get in," said Nick, his voice pulling me back to reality. I nodded and entered the car, carrying the slumbering Shelley. Nick was noticeably shocked when he noticed Shelley. "Miss Johnson, is she?" I made a shush gesture as I did not want Nick to wake Shelley. As I got into the car, I whispered, "She's my daughter." Nick nodded and said nothing else. When the car came to a stop, I was stunned. It was the same venue where Benjamin and Melanie had their wedding. They had been married for 5 years and would celebrate their wedding anniversary every year. Benjamin would always buy a special present for Melanie too. Benjamin loves Melanie a great deal, it seemed, I thought. He stopped me from intervening with his marriage life for the past 5 years. I guess he's allowed me to come back just to witness their happily ever after. I got out of the car, feeling more numb. It was then I saw Melanie standing at the pathway, smiling at me. Unlike her, I looked tired and dressed simply. She had expensive jewelry and put on perfume. Benjamin must have pampered her, I mused. Suddenly, Melanie's smile froze. surely because of Shelly in my arms. As expected, she looked so shocked when she walked over. When did you become a mother, Yvonne? Why didn't you tell me? Do you still see me as an outsider even when I've married your uncle for 5 years now? She asked. I did not answer. All of a sudden, Melanie tried to take Shelly away from me, and that woke Shelly. She cried so hard and did not want Melanie to hold her. I took over and tried to calm her down. As a matter of fact, Melanie knew I was in love with Benjamin, even when Shelly showed strongly that she did not want Melanie to carry her. Melanie ignored Shelly's wishes. When we stood in front of the door of the private room, Shelly still cried and reached out for me. Melanie forced a smile and passed Shelly back to me. Benjamin thinks pregnancy is a very exhausting, risky process for a woman. That's why we haven't planned on getting a child. But I'm really surprised and excited to see you have a daughter now.